Hi everyone, Dr. Tracey Adams here. I'm at Prosperity Pie Shop in Portland, Oregon, one of my favorite places to hang out, have coffee. I'm now hanging out with my 16-year-old college-bound student who is also studying across the table from me. And I wanted our topic today to be about the emotional intelligent parent. Now, I have been a parent for almost 20 years. 20 years I've been parenting. I'm now parenting teenagers, and the exciting thing about being a person who studies neuroscience and the development of human performance is that I'm able to practice a lot of things on my children. And I just want to give us credit as parents that there are no mistakes. Like, I have read almost every parenting book from how to be a parent of young children all the way up to have a new teen by Friday, and I have tried many different techniques. But today I want to talk about the 3 things from emotional intelligence that I've been practicing with my own children, and hopefully you'll find them part of something you can do within your own parenting practice. The first one has to do with when you're talking to your children, really making a conscious effort to look them in the eye. I talk a lot at my retreats about mirrored neurons and how human emotion is contagious, and your emotional context is going to impact your children, even if you don't intend that. Like, your emotional regulation will impact how safe your child feels, how positive your child feels, and whether your child can look out into the world being self-oriented or other-oriented. So looking into their eyes has to do with picking up on their mirrored neurons. So every time you're making eye-to-eye contact with someone, I know we say that it's a way to build intimacy, but really what you're doing is you're triggering their mirrored neurons. So they feel more connected, they feel more empathy, they feel more witnessed by you when you're looking at them. So rather than picking up your cell phone, and I'll often be talking to my own 16-year-old working on my phone, and luckily she has enough self-awareness to ask for what she needs and say to me, "Mom, stop doing that, I need your attention here." A lot of kids don't know how to do that. So by looking at them in the eyes, you will activate their mirrored neurons. The second technique I have around the emotional intelligent parent is this idea of mirroring back a few words that they tell you. I was thinking back today about when my daughter was 6 years old. She came home from school one day. She was like in first grade or so, and she came home and she slammed the front door and she put her hands on her hips and she said, "Mom, me and Jennifer broke up." And although it might have sounded a little bit dramatic for a 6-year-old to say that, all I did was I looked at her and right in the eye, and I said, "You broke up?" And she just started telling me about what happened. And so it's a little bit different than parroting. You know how when you learn listening skills, it's like, so I hear, "Jaden, what I hear you saying is," like, I don't do that. I just pick up a couple words and I let them know I'm witnessing and listening to them. Even if I only get like a little tiny bit of what they're saying, if you could echo back a few of the words that you've heard, they really feel in their heart that they've been listened to. And then the final technique, the third technique around building emotional intelligence for yourself and your children, has to do with meeting them where they're at. This has been one of the hardest practices for me. I'm a woman of the world, I'm a corporate executive traveling all over the world, and coming home, it would be really challenging to get on the floor with my children and do what they're doing. My son used to create these magical lands with Legos, and I would literally set my phone for 30 minutes and I would get on the floor eye to eye with him and play Legos with him. We called it floor time, and every week he looked forward to floor time and he would say, "Mom, when are we going to do floor time?" And as I carry that practice through, there are times where I do things that my children want to do and I get on their level. I'm I'm so grateful I'm invited in. Like even sitting here today and studying with my 16-year-old, like that's something she wants to do and I'm along for the ride. You know, when she wants to go to, we have a spiritual community that we go to, when she wants to do that, I'm along for the ride. And it is a practice, I will tell you. There are so many things I'd rather be doing for sure. And by just carving out those moments and meeting them where they're at and what they want to do, it started a long time ago when they were little. And I just want to give us parents kudos, because it can be exhausting to slow our ever busy minds down to meet them where they're at. So that's the third and final tip I'll give you today around the emotional intelligent parent. I wish you all the best. Those of you who are practicing parenting, good luck on your journey, and I'll see you next time.